Good morning, everybody. All right, let's make sure. Let's make sure the volume works okay. Good morning, everybody. Yep, volume works good. All right. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to go plug my headphones in. All right, so how's everybody doing? What's up, James, Cast, Jordan, what's up, man? Bip, Shreep, Illard, Netron, John O, Scott, Pat, Savannah. Good morning, guys. All right. So watching a few different stocks this morning. If I pull up this chart here, we got SCYX, we got CHRS, NBEV looking pretty good today. You see NBEV moving a decent amount here. Definitely gonna watch NBEV. If you like penny stocks, there is SHG or SS or I can't talk. HSGX. Let me drink my coffee. That might help. We got Snap gapping up some. Snap gapping up from 1184 to 1250. We have CVM gapping up some from 550 to 575. AMD gapping down from roughly 29 all the way down to 2865. We got Z gapping up a little bit here. Yeah, man, I actually feel terrible. Honestly, I feel pretty bad today. I don't know if it's just allergies or if I'm actually sick. I'm pretty sure it's probably just allergies, but I still don't feel great. I feel pretty rough. But yeah, we got FRED, SRAX, CREG, we got Z, CORT. Yeah, main watches are probably going to be, like, I'll keep an eye on the cannabis plays just because NBEV is moving so much, but these aren't really following the cannabis plays super closely. I'll probably watch NBEV, Snap, HSGX, and AMD. That's probably my main watches. Unless you guys, what are you guys' main watches? What are you all watching today? What's up, Cargo? What's up, brother? What's up, James? I don't know. I'm going to look up the news for that one in a minute to see what's going on with it. I'm not sure what. I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal is with that one. Let me look it up. I'll look up some of these real quick. We can go over the different catalysts for some of these. Hold on one second. Let me check it out. All right, so first things first, the overall market, U.S. stock futures, or U.S. stocks were set for a cautiously low open Monday, reversing from last week's rally as market participants refrained from making big bets ahead of the looming earnings season, with major U.S. banks set to get the ball rolling later in the week. Oil prices nudged higher since the global benchmark Brent crude is up 0.4% basically. And U.S. crude West Texas Intermediate is up 0.44%. And so, yeah, we can see the overall market is down a little bit today. So first down day in a while for the market. You know, it's been rallying really nicely lately. And so it actually gapped down a little bit, at least the SPY did. As for NBEV, they filed for a $200 million mixed security shelf offering. So it's an offering for NBEV. They filed a registration statement with the Security and Exchange Commission to issue common shares, preferred shares, warrants, and units that all total to about $200 million. They're going to use the proceeds for general corporate purposes, which may include acquisitions and working capital. They also reported expansion of the Marley brand with Walmart and did not disclose any terms. And so I think that is what's making it gap up a little bit. The offering price usually a lot of times makes it gap down. But NBEV, you know, they expanded the Marley brand partnership with Walmart. And so the shares are up a decent amount because of that. And so we'll see what happens with NBEV. It's kind of mixed news. I'm definitely going to be watching this one for a potential short. But like I always say, it could very easily start running. And so I have to be on the lookout for that as well. As for Snapchat here, so I know Snapchat put out a release last week that said that they were getting into some type of video game business for Snapchat. And I'm wondering if this is just because of that, because it ran the last 2 days in the market, you know, and the only thing I'm really seeing right now for Snap is an upgrade. So RBC upgraded them. They set the street high price target. They set a street high price target. They raised the price target to 17 as they see, quote, evidence of stabilization in the iOS and transaction and stabilization in iOS, which is basically the iPhone operating system is what that stands for. Sorry, and traction in Android users, which the firm believes should lead to DAU growth. And so basically, raise price target with Snap. We'll see where that one goes as well. I'm pretty sure AMD is probably just following the overall market right now. That's typically what it does. We can look at MU, see MU's gapping down, NVIDIA's gapping down. So I'm pretty sure they're just following the overall market. We also have a penny stock that's moving. A lot of times penny stocks haven't been catching, my morning watch list. But as Pat mentioned, HSGX looks good. And so we can look up what's going on with HSGX as well. All right, so an eye disease company called Ocugen, Ocugen, put out a release that said they're going public via reverse merger with HSGX. So yeah, it's going to become publicly traded. Ocugen is going to become publicly traded through HSGX, which is a reverse stock swap merger. And HSGX is a cell therapy company. So interesting. We'll see where this one goes. Some people may be getting hyped up on Ocugen. We also have CVM. CVM gapping up from 550 to 578 now. Not really seeing any news for CVM. We'll see what happens with it. And yeah, that's about it, guys. That's about it. Let me know if you guys see anything else. Oh yeah, I'm going to watch Roku and SQ. Those have been fading almost every day. Almost every single day. Those have been fading really nicely. And so I'm definitely going to watch those again. Both of those are gapping down as well here. IIPR, TLRY, and Zyme. TLRY is cannabis stock. It's down. ZYNE. Yeah, I watched ZYNE as well. Appreciate it, James. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just allergies. Yeah, BMMJ popped up, man. I hope. Who was it? Was it? Yeah, it must have been Cargo. Hey, I hope you made money with the Cargo. Congrats, man. It's just kind of a different trading style than Meat Cargo. Are you talking about KOS, Marco? Or Mario? Sorry. KOS, the stock. All right, let me see if Mitch is going to be here. Haha, congrats, Cass. Nice, brother. Nice, man. You just finished your student debt. That's awesome, bro. That really is, man. Congrats. Yeah, LTS. I want to see a little bit more volume with it, Jordan. Yeah. Yeah, I never finished college. It's just I'm kind of glad I didn't looking back on it. I mean, I'm not glad I didn't. Obviously, I would have liked to finish college, but like what I decided to do with my life, I wouldn't have needed college. And like one thing that learning to code has taught me is that for a lot of people, college is unnecessary. Like for instance, well, I mean, I'll preface it with college is always going to help you get a better job. So don't get that twisted. College will help you get a better job. No question. But like specifically with like, if I'm teaching myself to code, I've been teaching myself to code for the last few months. And if I was in college, it would take me, years to teach myself, or not to teach myself. It would take me years to learn to code in college because there's a lot of unnecessary prerequisites. There is, it's just a slower pace in college. And like, I can teach myself to do something in 3 months that would take years in college to learn. And so I think people are starting to realize that like college is good for certain things. Like I think if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer and you have like these, very broad things that you have to understand, then college is necessary. But I think that if you're just learning to do something like coding, or if you're learning to do something that doesn't necessarily require all of that discipline and stability, then college is unnecessary. And I think the problem with society nowadays is that they make college this big standard that everybody should go to. And some people just don't, some people aren't needed in college. Some people don't need to go to college. College is not going to benefit certain people. But, every parent nowadays is raising their kid to go to college or be a failure, and I just don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's, I think college is good. And obviously I have 2 kids. I'm pushing them to go to college, obviously. But I don't think it's completely necessary, and I think it's a waste of time. It gets a lot of people in debt, really. And so that's what I'm saying. If you paid off your student debt, cast, congrats, man. That's a huge thing, man. That's huge for you, bro. So really happy for you, man. Seriously. But yeah, it's one of those things where nowadays it's a standard to kind of, if you don't go to college, you're a failure, and I just don't necessarily agree with that. Maybe I'm biased because I didn't go to college, but I just don't necessarily agree with that. I think it'll always help you get a better job, and it'll look better on a resume, but is that worth paying 50 grand for? I don't know. Maybe. It might be. It just depends on how much, you make back. But it just depends on what your major is, too. Right. Well, I'm not trying to knock on college. I think that college is huge. I think that you have to be an extremely disciplined person to finish college and to graduate from college. I think you have to be extremely disciplined, and it'll kind of weed out the people that aren't necessarily disciplined. You know what I mean? And so I think that college is super important in conditioning yourself to be more disciplined. But it's not necessarily right for everybody, and I don't think it should necessarily be a standard that if you don't go to college you're a failure. And I don't think everybody should be pushing their kids to go to college. I think if they want to do something that is necessary with college, then that's one thing. But back in the day, everybody didn't used to go to college. Only a select few went to college, and I don't know if that was right or wrong, because I think that had a lot to do with how much money your family had, and so I don't think that's necessarily the right way either. But point is, I don't think everybody should go to college. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. No, for sure, Addy. What I'm trying to say though is like I always did really well in math. Like math was always my favorite classes. So don't get me wrong here. I actually think that college is good for coders. I think that college will help coders, especially get a job. But do you necessarily need to know complex statistics? No, not really. A lot of coding nowadays is just taking other people's codes and reusing them. They have libraries of codes, and that's what a lot of that stuff revolves around. And so I think knowing basic math is important, and knowing some complex math, but knowing a lot of that extremely complex math is unnecessary, I think, actually. We can disagree, and that's okay. I just think that nowadays, there's a reason why a lot of people, instead of getting their computer science degree, there's a reason why a lot of them are going to coding boot camps that teach you to code in about 3 or 4 months. And the reason people are going to that is because they realize that you can actually learn to code in 4 months. Are you going to know it as well as the people that spent years doing it? No, probably not. But the point still remains that you can learn to code in 4 months through a boot camp and, basically learn roughly around the same amount that other people learn in 4 years getting their computer science degree. AR? Let me see. AR looks alright. I want to see a little bit more volume. How did you teach yourself coding? Really, I used, there's a few different sources. I used Treehouse. Team Treehouse is a really good, you could pay like $50 a month. And there's a lot of good basic courses on JavaScript. And then I looked up intermediate courses on YouTube and at Free Code Camp. There's a lot of good intermediate courses with like recursion, closures, stuff like that. And so right. I mean, listen, like you can learn to code in 4 months. I don't care what anybody says. Like you can learn to code in 4 months. The people that get a degree though are always going to have a leg up from you. Like that is just the truth. Like even if you teach yourself, like I'm a self-taught coder for the most part, I still have a lot to learn. So I'm not trying to act like I'm an authority because I'm not. But you can teach yourself to code in a few months, and but you at the same time, like I said, you have to understand that like the people that go to school for it and earn a degree in computer science are always going to have an advantage over you. And you have to understand that. And so the big thing if you're a self-taught coder is just getting your foot in the door and getting your first job, which isn't really the reason I taught myself coding. I taught myself coding more so I could create my own apps and applications without having to pay somebody 50 grand for it. But if you're trying to get a job as a coder, with a salary and stuff, the big thing after you teach yourself is just getting your foot in the door. Oh, for sure. I've seen Udemy. Honestly, though, Udemy, there's a lot of different options. Like, I like Treehouse for the basics. Like, right now, I'm in the middle of learning React. I'm learning the JavaScript React library. And so, I like Team Treehouse because it quizzes you on it. There's a difference between passive learning and, oh man, my mind's running a blank. Active learning. Sorry, passive learning and active learning. Passive learning is just when you're watching something, memorizing it, which is what a lot of the free code camp, a lot of the free stuff online is. The good thing about Treehouse is that they actually quiz you on stuff afterwards, and so it's a little bit of active learning as well. And I think if you're learning to code, you have to spend some time specifically. You have to spend some time passively learning, just listening and watching and trying to memorize. But you also have to spend some time just creating your own code and writing your own code just for practice. Yo, what's up, Mitch? No headphones, brother? Yo, what's up, Mitch? All right, guys, we got Mitch in here. No headphone Mitch. Coffee shop Mitch. What was that? Sorry, guys, I had to get my headphones set up and talk to Mitch. Mitch is here now. What's up? Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah, we were talking about coding for a while. Will, what's up, brother? Yeah, man. We were talking about the difference between teaching yourself to code and going to school for it. But yeah, let's talk about some stocks. We got NBEV, probably my main watch. It's up to it's up from 470s all the way to 540s. Looking pretty decent there. We got AMD, which is gapping down some with the overall market. If you guys can see, the market really rallied last week. It's actually down some today. And so we'll keep an eye on that. If you like the penny stocks, we got HSGX here. HSGX gapping up from about 11 cents up to 24 cents. And this was a reverse merger with HSGX and Ocugen, I want to think is the company name. We also have CVM pushing up here. CVM up from 550 to 609, gapping up about 60 cents right now. Starting to move a little bit for CVM. We'll see where it can go. Man, my voice just cracked a little bit. AMD, like I said, gapping down. We got Z moving some. Snap running after last week. I think they put out a bunch of stuff that said they were getting into the video game industry, or they were trying to intertwine video games with their application in some way or another for Snap. And so we'll see where that one goes. Roku and SQ have been two I've been watching almost every day. Roku and SQ. Yeah, for sure. The real reason I learned coding was because I taught myself coding so I could build algorithms and build a black box for trading, get into algorithmic trading, which, so the first coding language I learned was actually Python, because that's really good with like AI. I quickly realized, though, that unless I'm doing some type of back-end, if I want to build an application, like a real application, I'm going to have to learn JavaScript, and so that's what I learned next. But yeah, look at CVM. CVM really starting to push here.
All right, how we doing, man? You still there?
There you go. You're quiet up in here, man. What happened? You step outside?
Oh no, for a second I got a call.
Oh. No,
Yeah,
no,
so
no.
it cuts off.
Well, no. What I mean is the music's not blaring in the background anymore.
Oh, well, one thing is I'm on my phone, like literally on my phone, so
Oh,
maybe it doesn't pick it up.
maybe so. Right. Hey, that's probably it, man. You should, from now on, you should use your phone because you're pretty quiet. Doesn't Mitch? The background noise has subsided, huh?
Yeah, the
Um.
only thing is that I gotta hold my phone.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, not the best trading style.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I just forgot my headphones and my Bluetooth is kind of dead. So
Yeah, don't stress it, man. Oh, let's. It's past.
yeah.
It's past 8:25. Let's get it rolling. Yeah, somebody said puberty because my voice cracked. Yeah, that would be the case if I wasn't 30 years old. You know what I mean? you know,
Just
I'm,
hitting the pubes, bro.
right, man. I'm 30 years old, bro. No, it's really
uh,
allergies, man. I'm coughing right now. I'm like feeling pretty
Keeping a
terrible.
close eye on SGMO. SGMO, good stock to watch today.
SGMO. I'll have to look at it. Hold on.
Tradable and gonna be on my watch list.
I'm looking at MBEV, probably my main watch. Whoa, there we go. That's better. There
What do
we
you
go.
like about MPV so much?
Uh, you can't see it. It's gapping up nicely. A lot of volume. It's up from 470s to 540s. It's
Okay.
maybe a little extended. I'm gonna look for it on the short side.
All right. Sounds interesting. We'll definitely watch it. Looks like it has a nice trend line. Um, Want to see if it can get back above that 560s or if it's going to reject somewhere in the 50s. I
Hmm,
think we could see a quick little bounce to 50 and see if it just quickly rejects right back down underneath these 35s, 30s.
for sure.
Would like to see it crack 33 with some good sizing.
I'll check that one out. Also, Snap SNAP gapping up from 1180s to 1230s.
Yeah,
Roku
Snap
big gap
looked
down.
really strong on Friday.
Right.
So
Yeah, they
let's see if
came
it
out.
pulls back today.
They came out with something that said they were getting into the video game market some way somehow.
Okay. Probably offering it through their platform.
Right.
Just a way of you playing like there's probably free games like those little VR games kind of now that they have.
Right. For sure. Honestly, I gotta get a VR. Honestly, the problem with VR is with me, like my uncle-in-law. I'm just gonna call him my uncle. My uncle has like a VR set up at his house, and like the problem with me is like one, I'm scared of heights, right? So they did like walk the plank on his VR, and that scared the hell out of me. That scared the hell out of me, man. And then plus, I also get motion sickness. So like the one where I'm flying around, like I'm like nauseous afterwards, and so I don't know if VR is for me. I would like to play VR poker on Poker Stars. That looks fun.
There you go. There you go. That's
But
what I've been wanting to do.
that looks fun. Throwing chips at people, it looks fun. But that's it. I don't know if I could do anything else. VTL, it topped off my screeners this morning. Let's see. Oh, VTL doesn't look bad for a penny stock. Yeah, ran up to 70 cents Friday, sitting at roughly 50 cents. I want to see if it's going to hold over this $0.50 right here at 50. Like, that's where I'm kind of watching it. But here, I'm going to get my regular stocks up here. We could test the moving average crossover. Market opens up in 15 seconds, guys, so good luck. Let's do it.
My bad. The girlfriend called again, but getting ready here for the open as the bell hits.
All right, there's the bell.
All right, let's focus. Let's get this done.
Yep, let's do it.
I actually like Snap a lot, at least for like a quick fade.
Yeah, it's dropping for sure. Or I think it'll probably drop. I probably shouldn't say for sure, but it's dropping right now. Roku as well. Roku dropping some. What's the overall market doing? Market is up a little bit. Up a little bit. Oh, then we get the crossover here. And no fill for this moving average crossover on AMD. I really don't know if I like this one though, because maybe I do now, I guess. I wish I could sell out of this though. It's not even letting me get out of it. That's the problem. Like I would have covered just now, but now it fills me. Great. Well, 65. I got to get out of this thing. But man, it filled me at the worst spot too. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this area. Like my real entry, since this is paper, would be 28.55. And so if it gets up to 65, I have to get out, and it would be a $50 loss. The problem with it though is that it would have gotten down to 45 already. So I think I got to just count this one as a win no matter what, because it would have gotten down to my level. And Thinkorswim is just being weird with paper trading. You can move it up to share size since it's just paper here. Try to give me that normal entry I would have had. Man, this thing is not filling me right. Alright, well, I'm just going to ignore this because this isn't working today. It's just paper though. It would have been a green trade. Like I would have entered it at 28.55, and if I'm scalping it, gotten out at 28.45.
Trying to get a bounce here on SGMO to get in on SGMO. 12.44s would be entry. 12.50s would be risk.
A lot of stuff squeezing up here on SGMO. Here, I'm gonna get this one out the way now and get these moving averages off.
Oh, look at SGMO. I tried to get in that. It just never filled me. Quick fade there down to 12.13s already. Tried to get in there at 12.44 with 1,000 shares. Would have been a nice 300 winner already.
Damn. Yeah, that's tough.
We'll just let it go. We'll see if we get a bounce here.
The SPY is dropping, so we should get some opportunities. Oh, Snap's right up there now. Snap, SNAP. Let's see where my risk would be. My risk would probably be at 42. High of the day. So like last week I did have a perfect week. Let's be a little bit selective right now, I think. AMD squeezing up. CVM isn't tradable for us, but it looks good right now. I'm also going to be watching Roku here. I got to be careful, though. A lot of stuff squeezing up, but like for instance, if Roku can get up to... Yeah, I can hear you. I hear the background, though, so I'm kind of muting you a little bit.
Yeah, you got to bring me down a little bit now. I'm in Snap, though. I just want to let you guys know I'm in Snap at 37, risking off 40s, 41.
Let me pull Mitch up, see what Mitch is saying got in Snap. No stress, brother. No stress, babe.
But I'm in 1,000 shares, 12.37, risking off 12.41. Has to be a quick risk here. Don't want it past 41 here.
Yeah, just be careful with this one. It's right around. Yep.
I'm out.
You kept it pretty tight though, I think. So don't stress. Watching SQ and Roku here. Although the problem with SQ and Roku is that they have been red 3 days in a row. Looking at the daily chart with SQ and Roku, 3 days in a row, these are red. They did break under these lows here though at $60. And so if they can hold under $60, they don't look terrible. Like I said, they've just been red every day for 4 days, so it might be a little bit risky shorting these now. Snap, squeezing up there. The overall SPY is dropping though, so you know I think Roku and SQ follow the overall market to a certain extent. Alright, so SQ and Roku dropping pretty big here.
A little annoyed at myself. Went for snap and should have tried taking AMRN. AMRN, nice VWAP fade there.
Yeah, AMRN did have a good fade. Right at that $0.50 too. CVM, I can't trade CVM, but it looked good too. The SPY, like, you know, what a lot of the stocks we're watching, guys, it follow the SPY. And you can see the SPY is just tanking this morning. And I mean, it's up a lot, so it's not like the market's going to be in jeopardy or anything, but SPY dropping some here. And so keeping an eye on Roku now. The only thing I'm worried is that by the time Roku gets up to this VWAP here, the SPY might be a little exhausted on the downside, and that may make this one squeeze up a little bit more. I do like, you know, 485 or 59.85 risk right here. And then I could do 58.50 reward. And so let's see if I get in at 40. Let's just say 40. And I risk up to 85. That's 45 cents. And so 100 shares would probably be reasonable with Roku risking 45 bucks. It's just about whether do I want that one or SQ more. Let's see how many days SQ has dropped in a row. SQ's a little bit better. Roku has dropped 4 days in a row. SQ has only dropped 3. And it looks a little bit less extended. The only thing that Roku did break under this big level here at 60, and so that might help it actually as well. Might be a little too late for it though. Never quite got up to the VWAP, so just gonna keep on looking.
Looking potential VWAP fade on ACB.
Oh, I didn't even look at the cannabis plays today. That's a first. Usually I'll watch these. Cron, let's see, CGCs usually. Oh, this one's running up today, so that's in no bueno. NBEV running. Alright, here goes Roku here. AMD pulling back some. There's a website that does that, Mark. Oh, shoot. Here. There goes Roku. If I miss this, I'm going to be aggravated. All right, there's 30. It needs to get up to about 40, at least. $35s, $37s. $34s. Just a little bit away from my risk here. We'll still get. It's got a little bit of time. We'll see if we can squeeze back up there. Man, would have been nice. It's already dropped 40 cents. All right, here goes SQ, which is Squarespace, which is a website creator. Squarespace can get up to 74.30. You could use that 74.50 level as your risk, which is pretty tight risk for a trade like this too. Here goes Roku back up. 23s. I like Roku here. It's just got to get up to that 29.40 level for me to have good risk reward. If not, I'm risking too much relative to what I want to make. AMRN right back to the VWAP, Mitch. Man, there it goes. Maybe this was the move here. When it got up to 40, I should have jumped on.
Play.
Dude, I'm telling you, Roku has been fading every day, and I have been missing it every day. I mean, I can't hate on it too much. Like, I did trade Roku last week, and I had a perfect week.
Filled there in ACB. Had to order out at 917s there.
Oh, that is true, Jacob. It's not Squarespace, it's Square Inc., which is the credit card, basically, processor for online, kind of like PayPal. Yeah, appreciate that. Sorry, I got those two mixed up. Man, there goes Roku, though. That would have been a beautiful one, man. Well, I'm on a 5-day green streak. Let's see if we can keep it going today. Ugh, beautiful follow through with Roku, though, man. I called that one out on the nose. AMRN is right there, too. But look at Roku, man. Look there. Here's the beautiful fade too. I got to start jumping into. I don't know why. Like I just hesitate with Roku. Like I want the perfect entry. Sometimes I'm not going to get the perfect entry. I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily though with being patient for it. But man, beautiful follow through.
Same thing with Square.
Yeah, man. Look at Roku. Beautiful follow through on Roku. Perfect. Exactly down to where I wanted it to. I'd have been up, $100 right now.
So annoyed. Look at ACB. I had 1 cent off of there. Had the order out at 17. Didn't fill me for 1,500 shares. Would have been taking profits right now.
Yeah, man. You and I are in the same boat. Do you see Roku? Look how much that one followed through. Beautifully, man.
Literally had the order out. I can't believe it didn't fill.
Yeah. I mean, AMRN's up there. Like, AMRN is up there. And now even the bigger problem I have with it now is that if it pulls back up to the VWAP, I just don't like it as much with Roku now. I mean, I could use the previous high here as my risk now at 40. But if I'm going to use that, I might as well use the $50 of 50. At least. Maybe like 55, 60 really. Roku's back there, man. So you said Disney put out a streaming service today? That probably is affecting Roku. Plus, I gotta tell my kids about that. They'll probably be happy. All right. Well, now I'm looking at the cannabis plays. I think that's all I can really do. Cron. Ooh, look at Cron, man. Missing him today, bro. The fades are back in town, though, man. I'm seeing a lot of fades. AMD maybe with the VWAP rejection, Mitch. AMD's right up there. You could use 28.75 as your risk. Give yourself roughly 9 cents. And then maybe like 45 is your reward if you get in at 65. Roku back up there though. Do I want to take Roku here or do I want to just wait? Roku's back at the VWAP. I can have a tight risk at like the $50 at $29.50. Getting in at $29.25. I'm risking like 25 cents. No, I don't. I don't want Roku. There you go. Hey, that answered my question. There's the squeeze up. Glad I didn't jump in. Happy I didn't get in that trade. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, bounced off, and as you guys can see, like this was my risk level. Like you can see this line. Like this is why, when I make a risk level, it's super important to find like the most obvious reversal level. That's what I'm ultimately doing when I give myself a risk level. And so you can see, like I drew this risk level right at 58.50, and you can see exactly where it went. Down to that level twice and made that double top right there. And there's a reason I always make the previous low of the day as my risk level, or as my reward level. Sorry, my reward level, not my risk level. But there's a reason I always make that my reward level, is because this is what you'll see a lot of the time. It'll kind of stay in the range between $half, like in this case it's 59.50 and 58.50, and it just kind of stays in that range. Even now 59.50 is kind of holding as a little bit of resistance, and I think that's the next level to see if it's going to hold or break that 59.50 level.
So annoyed I didn't get my fill in ACB. It was a good trade there.
AMD squeezing up. SQ back at the VWAP with Roku squeezing up here. And I don't hate SQ right now. It's just about where to set my risk. I would have to do like 55 or maybe 52. And so that would give me about 27-cent risk, and then from 20, let's just say 30 up to 52, that'd be 22-cent risk, and then from 30 down to 20 or 73.80, that'd be 50-cent reward. So that's not that bad. That's 20-cent risk, 50-cent reward for SQ. I think it depends on what Roku does here too, though. Really realistically, there's the squeeze up. Maybe it's the good thing. Yeah, I should probably just stick with like conventional fades. This one's a little bit higher over the VWAP. NBEV maybe for a VWAP rejection here. AMD squeezing up, breaking highs here. Well, we got a little bit of a break. Well, let's see. Yeah, well, while we got a little bit of a break, if anybody's interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I use, let's see. Yeah, if anybody's interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I use, go check out TradeNet. The way it works is I think they currently still have their sale for $3.99 for the intro package, and so it's basically 20% off. But the way it works is you pay for a package. It's not a deposit. You actually pay for that package, and with that you get a certain amount of buying power. With the intro account you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with, and there's a $700 max loss, and so if you go under 13,300 they close your account down. But there's no PDT rule. If you use small size, and commissions are pretty cheap, the platform is pretty cheap, and I think it's a good option for new traders looking to learn how to trade. I think most new traders end up losing their account anyway, and so this is a way to kind of minimize, your potential loss if you are just getting started trading. Plus, you can short anything that's tradable, and so there's a lot of shorts if you're looking to get into shorting, but your broker won't allow you. I think that's a good option for this as well. And Leah, like I said, right now the intro package is usually $500. Right now it's $3.99, and so go check it out. I'll post this link here if anybody wants to check out the same broker that Mitch and I use, or use the same broker that we do. It's one of the ways we keep this stream on YouTube always free, and so if you're thinking about signing up and want to help support the channel, you can go through that link. We definitely appreciate it.
Thinking about my old stock eye here, but looking a little strong here on that bounce. I wanted to short it here on that bounce, but the candle looks strong.
Eye does look good there, but a lot of stuff, I think we got to be careful. Some stuff is faded, like Roku, but a lot of stuff is faked out too. Like, what was it? SQ and Roku both are just kind of fake people out here. Um, NBEV's at the VWAP, but it looks like it's pushing up some there. Yeah, you should be able to go to trades, and then you can see to check your trade history. You can go to trades, and you can go to log or trades. If you want to actually like look back in time, let me get to the website and show you. Yeah, if you are using TEFs, then you can go to tefs.orbisfn.com and go to trade history. Or you can. There's another one too. It's tefs.sec, I think, if I remember. It's something like that. It's been a while since I checked that one. I've been using TraderView.
All right, got a starter here in AMAT. AMAT looking for another bounce to add to my position.
Kind of bummed out. Like if you look at Roku here, you can see the original risk I gave myself. Like look at that. That was the original risk I gave myself. And man, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty good at, you know, identifying these levels. Look at that. Went exactly to that level. So maybe I should have stuck with the original risk I gave myself. I could sit there and congratulate myself, but I actually missed the trade. So yeah, CRON, big pullback here, big drop. I'll look at it if it pops back up to the VWAP at 1817 here. AMAT looks good for you, bro.
Took 300 off there. Paying myself some.
Nice work, brother. Appreciate the sub. Catch up. Alejandro Chavez. Grazy. Appreciate the subs, guys. Welcome. Appreciate it.
Paid myself 100 more. Only have 100 shares left. Already captured 39.60. Looking to add back up at VWAP, and then I can look to tackle this for real.
Nice work, bro. Green is good. All right, I'm looking at Cron now. If Cron can get up to 18.15 or so, I could use 18.25 as my risk, give myself about 25 cents. And then I could use 17.95 as my reward. Or risking about 10 cents, and then what is that? 35 cents. So 3.5 to 1. Yeah. So from 18.15 to 18.25 is 10 cents, and from 18.15
you can look at Lyft.
20 cents.
Lyft
Sorry,
making its way back.
2 to 1, not 3.5 to 1. Which one?
Lyft.
Oh, LYFT. Yeah, Lyft looks good here. Let's see, if Lyft can get up to 73.50s, I could use 74 as risk. Cron as well, I'm looking at getting in at 18.16 with a 18.25 risk for 10 cents, and then from 18.15 down to 17.95 for 20 cent reward. So that's 2 to 1. I'll consider that if it can climb up there for Cron. Lift, I mean, I don't know about Lift. I've never traded it before. It's super volatile. SPY pulling back to the VWAP though here. I think this is an interesting level that's going to ultimately dictate what happens with a lot of this. TLRY, what happened with that one? It's down. Nice little symmetrical looking triangle there for TLRY though. Or for that breakdown.
Snap holding well and a little flag there. I think it's going to make a move to 1230s. Let's see if it gets scooped up at 1230s and comes back around 1240s.
The SPY's kind of pulling a VWAP fade right now. If it can wash out here. All right, well, I'm watching Cron here. I think a lot of it depends on what the SPY does. So watching the SPY pretty closely here as well. As you can see, the SPY is right up here to the VWAP. Right up there. And so if the SPY starts squeezing, you know, putting in an upward trend, breaking over the VWAP, I got to be careful here. But Cron is right here. See, 10 cents. What do I want to risk? I could get about 500 shares or so, 400 maybe for Cron. If you can get up there enough. Right now the bid's at 11 though, so it needs to get up there. There's 12. Come on. I need a better entry than that. 12, 14. I don't want to get in an 11, then I'm risking 15 cents for a 25-cent reward. It's not 2 to 1. And so I need this bid to get up there to 18.15, 18.14 at least. It's gotten up to 12. Need about 2 more cents. 13. $12. Come on. $10. Man. I mean, I'm not mad at myself for trying to get good risk reward. Maybe I'm being a little too strict with myself today. Maybe it'll give me another shot. Yeah, what happened with ZYNE? Look at ZYNE's fade. That one looked pretty. I missed that one. For ZYNE. Beautiful 2 fades today. Put in 2 nice little fades for Zyme. TLRY tank in here, though. There's 11s again. 12s. 14s. I'm thinking about just buying 200 shares now and then adding if it gets up there. There's 13s. Ugh. I got 200. Not what I wanted. Down to 9s. Well, maybe this will work out with 200 shares. Just wanted more. Little baby, 200 shares. We'll see if it washes out now. I think a lot of it depends on what TLRY does here, but... Alright, Emmanuel. And Emmanuel, you are banned from the channel, brother.
What's the code?
Huh? Yeah, get out of here with that, man. Don't try to scam people. That's not cool. Like, don't nobody want you in here, bro. Trying to market some random dude. Come on now, man. Get out of here. Alright, well, I'll take 100 off if it gets down to 95. He said, "Oh, I have never made so much money than with the mystical Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith allowed me to make $5 million in a week. For more information, contact me here." You know, it's just another one. I get those emails and I get those guys on my stream all the time. I get those guys leaving comments. It's obviously fake. If you see anybody doing that, it's fake. They're just trying to scam you. They're going to take all your money. Don't listen to them. Ignore them. Yeah, well, MBEV broke down some here. I mean, I could take profits. I might as well just let it roll to break even at this point, though. Right, yeah, he dropped his WhatsApp number in here, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get those people all the time where they're like, "I hated trading until I met the, lovely Mr. Bill. Bill helped me, pay off my mortgage." And they always try to make it like a super specific number so it looks real. So he's like, "He helped me make $5,237.15. And now I'm living like a king, And it's just kind of like, all right, bro, like, like I get it. You're trying to scam people, People don't know much about trading, and so, But come on now. Hey, congrats, James. Killing it, man. Killing it, bro. Nice work. Well, this isn't what I wanted to see with NBEV. Luckily, though, what's good advice for a beginner trader? Take it slow. Take it slow. Use small size. Practice. Back test. Don't be too impatient and use real money too quickly. Because most of the time, new traders are going to lose their first deposit anyway. And so just take it slow. Use small size. Don't watch people who use huge sizing and want to be like them too soon. It takes time. Only trade with money you can lose.
One of the things that I would say is really focus on process versus results.
Right. For sure. Doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't. Instead, focus on learning to build a reliable trade plan and learn how to calculate risk and reward. That's one of the big things that a lot of people don't teach. Like, learn how to calculate risk reward. It's one of the things that'll help you succeed as a trader. Snap right at the VWAP maybe for a little rejection play there. I don't think Robinhood's bad. Yeah, I mean, to start learning on Robinhood, I think that's a good option. I mean, it's cheap, free commissions. Here's the thing, like, even if you just deposit like $20 and you buy one share at a time, you know what I mean? That's fine as well, The goal, like Mitch says, it's not about how much you make, it's about how you trade. And when you first get started, that's should be the big thing you focus on, is not how much you make, but how you trade and getting in good trades and focusing on calculating risk reward, building a decent trade plan, understanding, different levels, all the different kind of nuances of trading.
That's it. Letting this AMAT trade keep working there. It's down to 42.58.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if NBEV is going to break the lows here. Like I said, I could get out roughly break even or roughly around 18.14 if it starts to go against me. Keeping it pretty small. Like I said, I haven't had a losing day in 5 trading days, and so I want the green streak to continue, but I'm not going I'm not gonna let it affect my trade too much there. You know, I'd rather just let it go. If it's break even or a small loss, and I gave myself a decent shot, you know, that's what I'm gonna roll with. And so probably use 1820 or so as my risk now. Not really, B-boy. I mean, we've had a few trades here and there, but not too much. Just kind of waiting. Try to take some profits at 17.95 if NB or if Cron can get down there. It's been a while since I've traded Cron, I think. SPY is testing that previous high, though. I think that's a big thing here. Got to be careful if the SPY starts to break this high. Hopefully it gets rejected and it fades, but I can't say I'm super confident right now. There we go. There's Cron starting to drop. Like I said, though, I'm going to give it some time here, see if we can actually test this whole dollar of 18. Lift never got up to the VWAP, but it's washing down. Lift broke lows. Snap had a nice VWAP rejection there. Yeah, I mean Cron, Zach, yeah. I don't know. I keep getting them mixed up. SPY breaking that high here. That's why I say that's such a big thing here. If the SPY starts to change trends and starts to move up, I just got to be careful. Hopefully Cron trades against it, but most of the time when, you know, the SPY pushes up in a strong way, a lot of other stocks follow it, and Cron may be one, so we'll see what we get. I'm watching TLRY. Gonna push up here, NBEV breaking high, so just trying to be patient with this one. Watching Zine too. Zine's right up to the VWAP. How long have you been trading, and have you been able to live off of trading? No, not really. I've been trading for
definitely ACB, easy fade. Just didn't get in there. 1 cent away. 916 was the entry. I tried 917, but easy fade there. Easy.
Yeah, man.
As probably as easy as it gets.
I've seen a lot of the cannabis plays start to do that. But no, not really. Like I've been trading for a few years. I usually use small enough size. My biggest hurdle is using too small of sizing and being too apprehensive to scale up. But I mean, I stream every day live, and you know, like I have my positive streaks. Like right now, I've had 5 green days in a row. Like from February to March 15th, I had no losing weeks. I had 2 losing weeks after that, and then last week was a perfect week. No losing days. Last week, no losing trades at all. And then Mitch has been doing pretty well too. And so like we know what we're talking about, but we're still working, you know, trying to build our accounts up. Roku, what did Roku end up doing? Roku squeezing up there. I'm still waiting for NBEV here. I'm trying to be patient. But like I said, I'm going to keep it roughly break even. And unless it gets down to that $18 level, I'll probably take a little bit off there. There's 4s, 3s. See if you can break down under that whole dollar. That's what I want to see. Twos. Gonna look for a quick breakdown under 18 and then try to cover into some strength or some weakness, and then we'll figure it out after that. There's 1802s. See if we can get a breakdown under 18. Like I said, see if we can get some strength looking there. Hey, appreciate it, Jonathan. Hey, welcome, brother. Appreciate the sub, man. Yeah, I mean, regardless of whether we win or lose, we're
holding AMAT here. Still holding AMAT. Nice break down there, but still holding 100 shares.
Yeah, don't look at ACB. But no, what I was gonna say is, regardless of whether we win or lose, we're, you know, literally one of the only people that do this live each day and actually show people our account balance and show people our trades and everything. You know, like, we get some haters, but most of the time, you know, people can kind of see that. Like, we're some of the only people that are actually being real about everything. Most everybody else cherry picks their winners and only uploads their winners, and then, you know, says, look how much money I made. But it's because they're not uploading their losers. They're just showing people their winners. There's 1803s. All right, like I said, we're going to let it test this level, see if it actually can break down underneath it here. There's 1802s. I want to see it just quickly pop underneath 18s at least, and hopefully that can give me a, you know, an exit really quick for a few of these shares.
Might be looking to get into, if Snap can hold here, might think about a long here if it comes back. Getting scooped up here multiple times at the 1230 mark.
Here's 1802. Let's see if we can break here. I wanted 400 shares too, so, but it never quite got to my level. Alright, it's kind of just sitting here. There we go. Alright, so I took off some there, which is what the plan was. Still holding 100 shares. That's what I was waiting on here, and then I can let this last little 100 work. And hopefully we get a breakdown underneath these lows, and it'll continue down here. But regardless of what happens now, no matter what, I'll be able to get out safe for the most part in this trade. Yeah, ACB did fade pretty nicely there. Let's see what's you still in AMAT, right? Wow, look at AMAT break down, brother. Looks great for you, bro.
Still holding, still holding.
Congrats, man. What's your what sizing do you have left?
Only 100 shares, only 100 shares.
100 shares still good. It's breaking down nicely for you, bro. So, looks good, man. Alright, we'll see if I can hold under 18 now.
Alright, you're going to take a little risk here. Long on Snap at 29s. Risking off of 25 here. Expecting a quick bounce here. I seen it absorb there at 28s. Looked like there was buyers stepping up there, not sellers. Risk is 25 here.
Snap. Let's see. Let me pull Snap up. You long or short?
I am long it based off that support 1230s. Saw it absorb multiple times. Let's see if it holds here and comes circling back around. 25 is my risk here.
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind that one. That one looks good. I like 25 as risk.
Yeah, 4 cent risk.
All right, well, there's the breakdown. Let's see if we can actually get a break of these lows here for Cron now. It's broken down nicely here. I'm still holding 100 shares, and so I'm not going to lose on this trade, but we'll see if it actually can hold under the whole dollar and actually break these lows here. If it breaks 18 again, really if it breaks this little level here, this 1801 level, I'm just going to jump out. But I want to give it that time to see if it can break down and break lows and continue washing out here. It's a little extended on the downside, so I got to be careful here, especially considering the SPY's pushing up and NBEV's been running up all day. But I can give it a chance and see if it's going to work. You can see how well it follows kind of the range that I gave it here, you know. These are why with the VWAP fade, you know, they have very obvious ranges that we can really follow here. And that's the goal, is to kind of take advantage of the range in between the VWAP. All right, here's the pop-up. Like I said, if it gets over 1801, I'm just going to get out for a $22, $23 gain. That $18 still holding here. Let's see if it can break. Staying kind of consolidating in between the whole dollar of 18 and the low of the day here. There's 97s, 96. Let's see if we can break the lows this time. It's testing it. It looks like it wants to break. 95s, 94s. There we go. All right, so let's see if we can hold down here now. We'll give it that chance to break the lows. It may bounce here since it's the low of the day, and it's going to have some support here. If it bounces here, it's a triple top. There's 93s. There's the break. 92s. All right, well, we'll let it work here a little bit. See if we can hold that previous highest resistance, and if not, we can just jump out. Appreciate the sub, Michael, Brandon, Jack. Like I said, Jonathan, appreciate the subs, guys. Welcome. Yeah, Mitch and I do this every day live on stream every weekday morning, you know, showing all our trades live. So welcome, guys. Appreciate y'all. We appreciate you all being here. There's 89s. Beautiful. See, we'll give it some time here. Just going to let it work. See if we can get a really nice breakdown here. I can use this previous high right here at about 95 as my risk now. Right around 95 is my risk. It's at 89.
Huge bids coming into snap. So just got to hold my risk. I've already taken the trade from here on out. You just got to hold risk. Hold to your plan. If it pays out, it pays out. If the risk hits, the risk hits.
Yeah, this is Mitch's risk right here on Snap. This 1225 level. Hey, appreciate the sub, Tarj and you. Appreciate the subs, guys. Welcome. Appreciate it. All right, getting kind of close to my risk here on Cron. Like I said, I'm going to let it test that level. We'll see if that 95 can hold. That's the goal. 93. We want to see that stuff get rejected here. Here's 95. All right, I'm out. $27 gain on Cron. I don't want to see it spike up over the whole $1.18. So roughly $30 gain. I'll take it. But yeah, even though it's a small gain, I was trying to get in with 400 shares. It just never quite, like, I needed the bid to at least be at 15 or 14, and the bid never got there. The bid got up to 11, and so just got in with half size there. But, you know, gain's gain. I'll take it. That is my 6th trading day. That is green, my 6th green day in a row. So on a little streak here as well.
I think I got shaked out there, but I just stopped out at 25s. I think it might be a shakeout, but hey, just got to take it. It is what it is.
Yeah, it happens, brother. Don't stress it, man.
I have a feeling this is going to get back up there, but I'm going to stick to that 25. Saw it hit really quickly. It definitely got wiped out right quick, but not going to let this become a big loser. Just got to take where the risk is and hold on to the other trade.
Yeah, no stress, man. You've been killing it lately, brother, so, you know, don't stress it, man. Oh, well. So, yeah, it kind of goes to show, guys, like, you know, I was really beating myself up those 2 weeks, those 2 losing weeks. You know, like I said, from February to mid-March, I had nothing but green weeks. I had like 6 profitable weeks in a row, you know, all on stream. And then after the mid-March, when I started having a few losing weeks, I really beat myself up over it, and it was tough to deal with. But what you'll realize is that, like, losing weeks are going to happen, you know. Like, out of the last 9 weeks, I have had 7 profitable weeks and 2 losing weeks out of the last 9. And so, losing weeks, bad, you know, negative variance will happen, but you can't beat yourself up too much over it. Appreciate the sub, Luca. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate all the new subs today. We got a bunch of new ones, so welcome, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, maybe got faked out. I think I got faked out too, Mitchell and Cron. Look at that move. It went right up. My stop was 95. It got up to 97 for like a split second, and then came right back down. I think it got up to 97. Oh, maybe not. But yeah, guys, like I said, appreciate the sub, buddy. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, guys, anybody interested in using TradeNet, which is the broker that Mitch and I use? You know, we use this broker every day. There's no PDT rule. We can trade as much as we want. The way TradeNet works is you pay for a package. It's not a deposit. You're actually paying for that package. And with that, you get a certain amount of buying power. With the base package, which is the intro package, you pay $500. And with that, you get $14,000 in buying power. And there's a $700 max loss. And so if you go under $13,300, they close your account down. And there's a 70-30 profit split. But like I said, there's no PDT rule on these funded accounts. Right now, the intro package is on sale for $3.99, and so you can get it for 20% off if you go through my link. It's on sale for $3.99, and so there's the link if anybody's interested in checking it out. Anything that's tradable is shortable, so you can short anything that you can trade on there. And if you do sign up through my link, like I said, not only do you get TradeNet's trading course, trade a month of TradeNet's chat room, but you also get a free month of our classes as well. And so it's a pretty good deal. Check it out. Posted the link there if anybody's interested in checking that out and helping support the channel. It's one of the ways, you know, we always do this live stream every weekday, and we try to keep it as free as possible. And so it's one of the ways we keep the stream free here. Man, look at Cron break down. Bummer. Got faked out a little bit, but green is good. I can't beat myself up too much. Like I said, this is my 6th green day in a row. Yeah, no stress, Alejandro. And yeah, Wilson says thanks for the chat, and you should mention if you're long or short bias on your plays. Most of the time, I'm short bias. Like if you watch me, Mitch will sometimes get in long trades, but I'm almost solely a short bias trader. Now, if you watch me, like I've been testing the moving average crossover on AMD. That is different. Like I'll long that, but after on my live account, I'm usually pretty short biased. I'm usually looking for a very specific strategy. And so, SPY is starting to look a little bit bullish here, and NBEV has been squeezing up all day. Hey, appreciate the sub, Ace. Welcome, brother and buddy. Thanks, guys. Got a lot of new subs today. All right. Oh, also, guys, go check out. Let me see. Go check out Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas. You see these scanners in the middle here. They're cool enough to allow me to stream these scans every day. I know a lot of people are, find these scans useful, and so shout out to Trade Ideas. Like I said, they're cool enough to let me stream these scans every day. And so if you're interested in checking out Trade Ideas, which is the scanner I'm using, I'll post that link here as well. Super dynamic, super customizable scanners allow you to do a lot of different stuff. Oh man, look at Cron breakdown. But yeah, Trade Ideas allows you to do a lot of different stuff. Build your own scans around what kind of strategy you're implementing here. And so go check them out. I'll post this link here as well if anybody wants to check out Trade Ideas, which is the scanners I'm using. But man, look at Cron breakdown there, man. Bummer. Bummer. Honestly, there's two things I'm disappointed with this trade. One of them is that I didn't get full sizing with 400 shares, and the other one is that I got faked out on that last exit. It is what it is. Yeah, no stress in you. No worries, brother. Do I have to sign up? Yeah. I mean, I think the standard Trade Ideas scan is like 120 a month, which isn't that bad. And if you're, a good trader, it'll pay for itself, basically, But yeah, I think base is like 120. They do open houses and like free previews and stuff like that too. Sometimes. I don't know if they have one going on now though. But yeah, it sucks to watch Cron break down afterwards. I got out at 95. It broke down to 70. I would have made another 25 bucks. I would have made 50 something bucks on that trade. Honestly, if I would have used full sizing, I would have made around 60 bucks if, or more. So, bummer. The thing about it though, if I would have been super strict with it, I would have never actually taken this trade. And so I'm glad. I would rather get in with half sizing than no sizing at all. And that's what I did. I kind of got in because it never quite, like you could see here, it got up to 815, 1815. But in order for me to have good risk reward at 1825 for 10 cents, I have to get filled at least, 15 on the bid. Maybe 14 for 11 cent risk would be fine. But it never quite got there. It got down to 12. And I think that's where I think it filled me at like 10. And so, if I would have used full sizing, the risk reward wouldn't have been as good. And of course, now in hindsight, it would have worked out really well. But at the time, I have to make, an educated decision on that. And I think it's okay to use half sizing with it. But yeah, guys, that's probably it for today, guys. Mitch, you not anything else on, brother?
No, I'm still holding my AMAT trade there.
Oh, yeah.
Under the 30s now.
Yeah, that one's working down nicely for you, bro. Yeah, Mitch is still holding this one down. Mitch got in this fade right here, guys. This fade right here, he got in short right around there.
270.
Yeah, right here is where he got in short, so not a bad move there. And really nice breakdown. Beautiful fade. The fades have been working really well for most stocks, so... But yeah, that's probably it for today, guys. Also, guys, if you're interested in learning, Mitch and I, we never claim to be experts or gurus or anything like that. But go check out our website. Even if you don't want to pay for a package, even if you don't want to pay and be part of our classes. We still have we still have free strategy section that breaks down the different strategies we use. We also have our member video library, and so if you are a member, it's $15 a month. And we just try to be as cheap as we can with this. We have over 55 hours of classes and content in our library, and so actual days of classes on a lot of different stuff like understanding triangles, VWAP strategies, back testing. We got a lot of different classes on back testing, setting up your screens, trading using support and resistance, understanding and trading gaps, understanding ranges, following the market. You can see we just got a ton of different classes here, just a lot of different classes, and that's just one section. We also have trading psych, risk and reward. We have individual strategies, as you can see here, that really have an hour long, approximately an hour long class on all these different strategies here. And we're constantly updating and evolving it. We also do 3 live classes every single week. And so not only do you get access to our library, but we do 3 live classes that are each roughly an hour long every single week. And even here, guys, you can see here, remember, we are not gurus and cannot guarantee you will make money trading. Our goal is to offer members a cheap option instead of paying thousands of dollars for courses. If you're a new trader looking to learn for cheap, we're here to help. And like I said, it's $15 a month total. Go check us out. I'll post the link here if anybody wants to help support the channel that route as well. There's the link there if you want to check it out. There's the link there if anybody wants to go check it out. But yeah, that's about it for today, guys. I'll post the promo video, and then I'll close it down. So good luck, guys, and hope everyone killed it today in the market. If not, no stress. There's always tomorrow. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day.
All right. Going to be looking at MU. So that's going to be it for the stream today, guys. You guys take care. Like MU there, maybe 42.72s off the 77s. The VWAP reject play. Joe, take care, all right?
Later, brother.
Take care.
All right, guys, I'll play the promo video and then close. All right, guys, that's it for today, guys. So like I said, go check out our site if you haven't already. I'm currently on a 6-day green streak. Mitch has been killing it lately as well. We do this live every single day. So go check us out if you haven't already. And yeah, guys, good luck. We'll see you all tomorrow. And for members in our class, we'll see you all tonight for class as well. Yeah, so tonight, guys, we'll probably have a class tonight, and then we'll have another class tomorrow morning, and then another one tomorrow night for makeup, the last one we missed. And so, yeah, guys, have a good day. Appreciate all the new subs today, and good luck. We'll see you all a little bit later. Have a good day, guys.